Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Always so happy to find you here. This is part B. I would say part two, but probably part B. Any way you want to call it, you choose. To following my last video regarding workplace etiquette and manners in the workplace and just speaking to people and being cordial and being considerate, not inconsiderate, being respectful, not disrespectful. So if you haven't seen that, I'd encourage you to go back to my last upload and listen to that short video as to kindness in the workplace before watching this one or watch it thereafter, whatever you feel like. In this upload, I'd like to address the issue of supervisors who do nothing about something. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. I've had a lot of videos about that. Supervisors who do nothing about something, that's a negative and a positive to me. It doesn't make progress. It's inertia. It stalls things. It stops, it makes no progress. And the reason why, you see my energy already? You see that? You see that? The reason why it's annoying to me, it's for three reasons. One, it doesn't do anything about the problem at hand. It stays there. And please stop believing, if you're one of those who believe that you're just not going to say anything about it and just, you know, shilly-shally it away. Like it's just like it doesn't exist. Yes, it does exist. That's why you're quiet about it. And you have learned to, what I call, place it in your basement. But every time you see it, it strikes a chord with you. That's because it hasn't been dealt with. So, doing nothing about it. The second thing is a supervisor who knows about it and does nothing about it. The first one is you doing nothing about it. You're just like not reporting it, not doing it. No one can read our minds, okay? So that's the first. The second one is it's been reported to a supervisor and the supervisor's done nothing about it. So they've done nothing about it, or they've been meaning to do something about it and haven't done anything about it. And by default, it continues to occur until that makes them complicit. I hate the word complicit probably more than any other word. It's a horrible word. That means you have the uh, you have the position, ability, and wherewithal to do something about something and you don't do anything about it. That makes you a coward. It's it's a horrible thing. And so then the third thing I would say is having it reported, doing nothing about it, or doing something about it that hasn't made a change. And to me, that's fruitless. That's fruitless. That's like saying you're going to the gym every day, you're working out and you're sweating and you're really burning calories and you're just really, you're lifting weights and you walked a mile to the gym to get extra exercise and you're committed to your gym routine. And then every night you go home and eat pizza and bacon and hamburgers and drink a beer and everything else, French fries, and your eating doesn't match your activity, yet you want to lose weight. You expect that's what that it's like you're doing something, but you're doing nothing effective to make it stop. So I'm talking about mannerisms and etiquette only. I'm not even talking about the issues. I'm talking about just mannerisms and etiquette only. No one can make someone else nicer, so you do your own thing and by doing that is what I'm saying. You walk in a room and say hello. Y'all don't matter to you. Enjoy your day. Don't enjoy your day and expect every say, hey, let me give you a good example because this is a very real example. And it's what I say, the younger generations in the workplace. Every day we'd have to say hello to her. Now, first I thought this person was shy. Oh, they're just shy. Then I thought it was, they're new to the workforce. Then I thought it was They just don't know how to approach a person. Then I thought it was maybe positional fear, like positional power, positional fear. I ran out of excuses for this person because even if it was shy, there's nothing wrong with you greeting and saying hello. I thought it was positional power for this person, but everyone is friendly and is trained to be friendly and approachable and don't throw your title around, that kind of thing. So it's not that. I thought it was all these things, and I began to find myself excusifying for this person's rudeness. And let me tell you how I got to that. I overheard this person in a phone conversation. Not that I was eavesdropping, but I could just, I know, I recognized the voice. And then later I actually saw the person behind the voice, and it was this person. And the ability to speak in the way they were speaking took all the shyness out of it. I wasn't shy. Took all the shyness out of it. The forwardness in the way this person was speaking showed me the initiative to do it. So that person was deciding they weren't going to speak. That part is not okay. That's the part I'm talking about. So sometimes we can see a person that's rude and unfriendly and all that, and we're the ones that's always being the first one to say hello and all that. My recommendation is to stop being the first one and see it, see if they be the first one to speak to you. The reason I'm saying this is I had stopped with this person. I said, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to see if they say anything. And guess what? They didn't say anything. And finally, they said, is everything okay with Sherry? She hasn't said hello to me. And I'm like, I haven't said hello to you. Why couldn't you say hello? I'm thinking. My assistant told me that. And I was like, really? I said to my assistant, is anything wrong with me? And she's like, oh no. I said, okay then. Maybe it's that person's perspective. Or maybe it's that person's day. Maybe it's that person's view. But I'm fine. She was like, yes, you are. So sometimes, an individual just can't bring themselves to it and you have to do it. Now, I wanted to talk about the supervisor's piece. When a supervisor is the one doing that, if that's not corrected soon, guess what? That's who that person's going to be at work. And this is why so many people don't like their jobs because they don't like their supervisors. They don't like the managers. The person is persnickety. The person pounds and yells and talks in a tone. But here's the thing. Since you're not in those conversations, I'll bring you into it. Here's the thing. So how come I'm getting these reports again? And it's the same thing. Like, what? I thought we went over this. The person will never acknowledge it with full accountability. That's my history with the person, meaning the person, especially the supervisor person. They will say, no, I didn't do it until you back them into the fact that you know that they did it. And then they'll say, yes, I did it, but this person did this person did that. It's the way this person responds. They never take, this is what I mean. So let me say it clearly. They will never, and I'm using the word, yes, I'm using the word never. They will never take full accountability. And that's always been a problem for me. In my role, it's been a great agitation. And persuasion. Um, encouraging, chummy up, to help the person recognize that that keeps coming up has not still yet met its consistent change in you. And I'll end by saying this. And I'll use it as a fictional character. Okay? A fictional. And y'all know I do nonfiction, but I'll do fictional in this. An individual that has consistent complaints on personality, but has outstanding performance, more often than not, the work environment will have everyone else accept the fact that that's just Bob. Now, I'm just saying Bob. That's just Susan, or that's just Henry, or that's just Helen. The work environment will fixate itself around the person's position and performance and have all the rest of us tolerate personality. So when we are dealing with that, we are dealing with position, performance, and personality. It's the personality piece that's the hardest. It's the rubbing people the wrong way. It's the inconsistent kindness. I had to at one time say to a person, everything you're doing is great. I see your earnest intention and contribution to improve your work area, meaning their employees, because the performance is optimal. The problem, if we call it a problem, the problem is the inconsistent change, meaning it hasn't become the who or the habit that we need to see. And that's the hardest part. And that's why employers will go back and say, that's just Bob. That's just Hank. That's just Helen. That's just Henry. Because it's hard to change the personality, the person, the universe of the person. ITY is the entity of a thing. University. ITY is the entity of a thing. Responsibility, the responsibility. Personality, the person's whole universe. It's hard to change that. They behave better at times, but it's hard to change the who that they are. That takes a lot of work. So this is why, now I let y'all in a lot, but this is why you're asked to tolerate Hank, Bob, Helen, Susan, Kathy for their personality. Does it mean that you have to work in a hostile work environment? And that'll be my next topic. So tune in next time, part 3, part C, part 3. I don't know, I think I like to stick with my numbers. That'll be next upload, part 3 to this topic on just having good workplace behavior. If you've gotten this far, please click like. If you can relate, click like. If you understand what I'm talking about, click like. Hey, click subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.